Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here, and I am finally going to do my full updated collection video. I have over 1,700 volumes. I think I'm closer to 1,800 at this point, and most of these are double stacked, so this is going to be fun. And I also have multiple shelves in my room other than this massive one, so we're just going to get started. I apologize in advance for the shaking. Also, I buy most of my manga from Chapters or Indigo. It's a Canadian chain store. That's where I get most of my manga. Used stuff I buy from Kijiji or my local thrift stores, but for the most part, most of this stuff is coming from Chapters. All right, we've got Satomu Nihei's Abara. It's okay. I want to reread it. I enjoyed Knights of Sidonia much better than that one. It was confusing. Then I've got Levius, the first 3-in-1 edition of like the first part of the series. Really, really fun steampunk mixed martial arts with like mechanical sort of aspect. Really cool. Got Junji Ito collections all there. I think there's another one out now that I don't have yet, but I love Junji Ito. I enjoy the stories immensely. Shiver, I think, is my favorite short story collection, and then I think Uzumaki was my favorite out of the three like longer form ones, and then No Longer Human, but I don't count that one as much because he didn't write that one. But yeah. Then I've got my Taiyo Matsumoto collection. I've got Cats of the Louvre, first volume of Ping Pong, 1 through 6 of Sunny complete, and Go-Go Monster. Really great stories, slow-paced, kind of sad, especially in regards to Sunny. It's about orphans, beautiful series. I love Taiyo Matsumoto, highly recommend reading his works if you have not. Then I've got Devilman, classic collection complete. In This Corner of the World is a beautiful story about this girl from her perspective experiencing, I believe it's World War II, like the aftermath of World War II, I think, or in the midst of it. It's been a while since I've read it, but it's really beautiful and it has a lot of actual historical kind of references and information in it. Doubt Volumes 1 and 2, horror series I did not very much like, but I guess it's fine. I'll have to reread it and see if I like it better the second time. Scumbag Loser is a horror series I've read multiple times. It's a 3-in-1 omnibus, and it is ridiculous and kind of stupid, but for some reason I cannot stop reading it. And then we've got Stupid Love Comedy. I believe that one's also a 3-in-1. Not much of a love or a romance story, but it is very funny, and it's about a mangaka, and she's a bit ridiculous. It's hilarious. Servant X Service is a 4-coma series about a bunch of civil servants and their daily work environment. It's hilarious. It reminds me of my own job, and it's got some romance aspects and just a lot of comedy. Planet Test Volumes 1 and 2 complete. Really beautiful space series. I enjoyed it immensely. Some people find it boring, especially if you're coming off of Vinland Saga, which I have not read, but I find that from what I've seen, people who expect Vinland Saga out of Planet Test are disappointed because they're not the same thing. What's Michael Fat Cat Collection number 1? There will be 2 of these. It's a classic series about a bunch of stories about cats, and it's very funny. I'm not done reading it yet, though, because it's not something you necessarily binge your way through. Neon Genesis Evangelion, I have the first 9 volumes in these 3 omnibuses. I'm missing the last 2. I don't know. It was okay. I enjoyed it while I was reading it, but I wasn't like, I need the next one, and so I never have bought the last 2. But eventually, one day. I have 1 through 11 of the 3-in-1 Viz-Bigs of Inuyasha. Classic series, anime I watched when I was like 8 years old, and it was the thing that got me hooked. That and Cardcaptor Sakura, but Inuyasha was the bigger one of the 2. And so I'm collecting it. I have read it before in the singles from my library, but I'm trying to collect these and finish it off. I think there's 18 in total. Then I've got Lychee Light Club by Usumaro Furuya. Loved it. It's disgusting. It's grotesque. It's a horror, and it's great. Then I've got my Osamu Tezuka section with the Book of Human Insects, Ayako, and MW. All of those are his kind of older, aimed toward an older audience. Serial killers, lots of assault and manipulation. Yeah, I like MW the best out of the 3. Ayako made me extremely uncomfortable, but I guess that's the point. Book of Human Insects was quite good as well. Dream Fossil, Satoshi Kon short story collection. I love short story collections. So, love Dream Fossil. I love Satoshi Kon's art. So, yeah. Then I've got 3 of Rosa Versailles omnibuses. There will be 5 in total. I really, really love it. Those are beautiful editions by Udon. I've only read volume 1 because I got confused trying to read volume 2 months later. So I'm just going to wait till I have all of them and then read it in its entirety. Then I've got The Drifting Classroom 1 to 3 complete. This is the newer Viz release of the classic horror series. Loved it. Omnibus 3 is excellent. I really enjoyed it. Down here, we've got volume 1 of Frankenfran. Unfortunately, the other 3, well, all of them actually, all 4 of those omnibuses are out of print. I waited on it, and then I found that one used, and I cannot get the other ones yet, so eventually I will have them. It is disgustingly grotesque, but also quite funny and really good. Then I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Beautiful, sad, all-in-one story. Orange Complete and Orange Future. Really good and want to reread it at some point soon. Gigant, Volume 1 is another Hiroyo Oku title. This one is about a boy who meets his favorite porn star, and she has she's undergoing a certain situation that he decides he's going to try and help her with and help her figure out. Then Primitive Boyfriend, Volumes 1 and 2. It will be 3 complete. It's very cute. I have a feeling I know exactly where the story's going, but that's fine. It's fun. It's cute. The art's gorgeous with the backgrounds and the landscapes and stuff, so, and the forest and everything. Then we got Become You, a really beautiful friendship story, drama about music, and I can't wait for volume 2. It's been well over a year since we got volume 1, so hoping that happens sooner rather than later. Then we got Toradora 1 to 9. Love the anime, always have, and I've been reading the manga, but it releases so slowly. Based on a light novel, which is also licensed in English, but I don't read light novels, so Girl from the Other Side, 1 to 8. The last few volumes of this, I have fallen off of caring much about it, but I care just enough to keep buying it, so I have volume 9 pre-ordered. I hope this ends soon. I really want it to just end. The beginning of the series was much stronger. The art's beautiful, but I'm ready for it to finish. Then I've got Ajin 1 to 15, up to date. Excellent story. My favorite antagonist in manga ever is in Ajin. I think he's like, the characters are so intelligent and really imaginative and inventive, and it's so cool. The action is excellent. The art is cool. It's really fast paced. It is awesome. I love it. Then we've got Devil's Line 1 through 14 complete. Romance, political issues, action, devils who are more so like vampire-esque, but it's a really nice series. I want to reread it, but yeah. Then we got Mysterious Girlfriend X 1 to 6 complete. Really good. If you're disturbed by saliva, maybe don't pick this one up, because these 2 teenagers have formed a bond by swapping spit, not by kissing. No, by putting their fingers in their mouths and then putting their disgusting slobbery finger in the other person's mouth. It's gross, but they have a connection through their spit. I like the series, but it does kind of gross me out. Then I Am a Hero complete. I liked the ending, personally. I know some people really hated it, but I thought it was good. Zombie apocalypse with a protagonist you can't really trust because he's a little out of his mind. Then Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service 1, 3, and 4 of the omnibuses. Volume 2 is out of print, and I have not been able to find it. And unfortunately, I ordered all 4 of them, and then Volume 2 got canceled because it was actually not available in their warehouse, and I was really upset because now I can't read the other 2 omnibuses. But I like Eiji Otsuka. I think he has some really interesting and disgustingly dark series, and I wish I could read what I have of it, but I can't. 1 to 5 of Gantz. Yeah, omnibuses, they're fine. I am not bothered by them. If you take care of your books, you should be fine reading those. Yeah, it's a nice, cost-effective way to pick up the series. Then behind it, you can see I've got Monster, Naoki Urasawa complete series back there. Liked it. I just don't like the look of the spines, so it's behind them. Then I've got Tokyo Ghoul and all of Tokyo Ghoul Re back there. Recently finished Tokyo Ghoul Re. Enjoyed it for what it was. Then I've got Ikigami, The Ultimate Limit. This is a really cool series. It's very dark. It's a apocalyptic sort of thing, where the government kills people in an organized way in order to make people appreciate their lives more. And so our main character is the one who delivers the letters to the people who are basically saying you have 24 hours to live. And he starts to kind of realize, wait a second, maybe this isn't the right thing that we should be doing. Maybe the government is a little bit creepy. It's a good series. It's very dark. 10 volumes complete. Then I've got all of Dorohedoro 1 through 23. Pretty good. Really liked it. Bizarre, wacky. Yeah. Then I've got Ron in the Grey World back there, hiding. Very good. Recently finished it. 1 to 7 complete. Aki Irie is becoming one of the mangaka that I am so excited for. I hope we get more works by them, because I know we have Go With the Clouds, which I really love, but I'm hoping there are more that to be licensed in the future. Saturn Apartments. I'm missing volume 3 because it's out of print. But I have read the whole series from my library, and I am just waiting to get volume 3 so I can reread it. Beautiful, slow-paced space series. Yeah, it's excellent. Then I've got Gangsta, the first 3 volumes. I think there's 8 of them, and then there's Gangsta Cursed. I watched the anime years ago, liked it. It's not that I don't like the manga, it's just I haven't gotten around to picking up more of it. So then I've got Children of the Whales. I think I have volumes 1 to 7, and then random volumes after that. So I'm on volume 5. It's okay. I don't like fantasy series very much, so basically it was a cover buy because covers are gorgeous, and I'm enjoying it enough to collect the rest of it and see what happens, but it's not my favorite. Then I've got the really old versions of Mai the Psychic Girl. I only have the first 3. There's 4 in total of those. It's pretty good. It's decent, I guess, but it's very out of print because they're super old. If I find volume 4 one day, I'll be quite happy. Then I'm trying to balance on a stool right now. Hence the shakiness. I've got All My Darling Daughters, a Fumio Shinaga short story collection. It's all right. I haven't read it in years, though, so I don't really remember much about it. And then I've got Levius, EST, the first 2 volumes, continuation of the hardcover Levius 3-in-1 that I showed you earlier. Excellent, excellent series. Very exciting. Then we've got Behind the Scenes complete. Bisco Hattori series, college, art, club, life. Pretty cool. Really short, hard to flesh out characters in that amount of time, but it was all right. Honey So Sweet, 8 volumes of adorableness. I had some issues, but when I film my full review of that, I will talk more in depth about it. Honey and Clover, really beautiful college slice of life series about first love, unrequited love, growing up, being broke as a college student, also focused on a bunch of art students. So it's really, really beautiful coming of age story. I'm missing volumes 8 and 9, but I will get them eventually when they come back in stock. They go in and out of stock quite often because this is an older series. But yeah, really, really love it. And I hope we get Sangatsu no Lion by this mangaka, Chika Umino, at some point in English, but here's hoping. Then I've got Our Horror Ride, volumes 1 to 12. Volume 13 I've left a space for because I have it pre-ordered. When it comes out, it will be complete. Then we've got Strobe Edge by the same mangaka, Ayo Sakisaka. I actually liked Strobe Edge more than Our Horror Ride when I read it. So I'm looking to reread Strobe Edge at some point soon to see if that still holds up, but I really loved it. Then we've got Dengeki Daisy. I'm missing volume 2, but that's it. I have the whole thing to 16 minus volume 2. Back in the day from my library, I think I read up to volume 10 or 11, but I've never completed the series, and I've been really looking forward to actually finishing it because it's been so many years, and I kind of, a few weeks ago I went, you know what, I'm going to try and collect the rest of it, and yeah. Monkey High, 1 to 8 complete. Really good, older shoujo series, short and sweet. I like it. Some people, there's some problems, obviously, but it's a fun one, and it holds up for me, but it is also nostalgic because I read it for the first time when I was like 13 from my library. But yeah, I enjoy it. Special A, another nostalgic one for me, 17 volume complete series. Funny, ridiculous, not much of an overarching story, but a lot of romance between our two main characters, but also all of their friends find people along the way. And it isn't just like, oh, the friends just start dating each other. It's like they meet people along the way that they start dating, which I think was refreshing, because sometimes it's just like, oh, all the friends in the group date each other and that's it. But like we meet characters along the way here that our other friends or our main character's friends fall in love with, and that's fun. Lovecom 1 to 17 complete. I have most of these in doubles, actually, except volumes 4 and 13, because they were very out of print and I could not find them. So I have every other volume duplicate in my closet because I bought them all and then couldn't track down the last two, and then found someone selling the entire lot, and I figured it was worth it to just pick it up again and sell the other ones. We Were There, 16 volume complete series. One of my favorites. I don't know why. I know that there's problems, but for some reason, this series gets me every time. It's a drama. It's not a comedy. It is so beautiful, and like it's heart-wrenching, and I don't know why. I can't get over this drama, but every time I read it, I'm sucked back in, and it's so beautiful. I think some of those volumes are out of print now, unfortunately, but I don't think they're too hard to track down, so highly recommend it if you have not read it yet. Then we've got Dead Man Wonderland, 13 volume complete series. Most people know what that is. I enjoy it. I've read it a few times. Tagami Bachi 1 to 5. Bought those when I was, I think, 12 or 13 because the covers were gorgeous, beautiful purpley art stuff. I'm looking to reread those 5 volumes and then read the rest of the series on the Shonen Jump app, because I know it's a 20 volume series and I know a lot of them are out of print. So I'm hoping to just read it on the Shonen Jump app, and if it's something I really enjoy, I will track down the rest of it. Switch 1 to 13 complete. This was a fun detective, kind of weird drug sort of story. I'm looking to reread that sometime soon because it's been a few years, but I really did enjoy it. Togari 1 to 8 complete. I think there's a spin-off or something of this, but this basically, I bought it on a whim. It was used and in a lot, and I just bought it. It was funny. Not really, it doesn't feel complete though, because it's not really, because it has some kind of spin-off or something, but it reminded me of Inuyasha. Not as good, but definitely the same sort of humor and a little bit of a similar story. Black Cat 1 to 20 complete. Super happy to have that. I don't read a lot of shonen, but this one is very funny. I thought the characters were fun. I love the covers. The art is great, and it kept me engrossed the whole way through. Then we've got Kimi ni Toroke. As you can see, I do not have all of it, but I am going to finish collecting it. I've had volume 6 for the past 10 years, because I used to only buy my favorite volumes of series, and at the time, there wasn't very many volumes out of Kimi ni Toroke, and so I liked volume 6 a lot, so I bought it, and I read it so many times, and now I'm finally, as an adult 10 years later, collecting the rest of it to finish completing it. But I've read everything except volumes 29 and 30 from my library, so I'm going to read these within the next few days, I think, because I just got them. But then I will have completed the series, and then I will buy the rest of it and reread it entirely. Shortcake Cake 1 to 9. Fun boarding house romance. Keeping up to date with that. Love it. Love Me, Love Me Not is another Io Sakisaka work. 4 volumes out currently. Most people are talking about it. Then we've got Shugo Kara, volumes 1 to 12 complete. Love it. So much nostalgia for this series. I love it. It's a younger read. Like these are 5th and 6th graders, but it's a fun story about acknowledging your feelings and being true to yourself, and it's really cute, and the romance is cute, and I just love it. And I reread it often. Forget Me Not, 1 to 7 complete. I want to reread this like soon, very soon. I loved it the first time I read it through. It's about a guy reminiscing about all of the different romances he was involved in. And you're just learning about the women that he's dated and been involved with in his life, and it's very interesting. Horimiya 1 to 14 up to date. Love it. Volume releases like once a year, but that's fine because it's just a rom-com, but very, very, very funny. I love it. Then we will go down here to Cross Game. 1 to 8. complete, excellent, excellent, excellent sports manga. If you were looking to try out a sports manga, this is the one, because it is a drama, it is a comedy, it has romance, it's heartwarming, it's heartbreaking. The baseball scenes are excellent, the art is excellent. It was so good. Love and Focus. Just finished completing this, but I have not read it yet. I'm looking to read it very, very soon, but just 3-volume complete about photography and I guess a love triangle. My Little Monster, one of my favorite shoujo series or romance series, 1 to 13. Very good. I love it. Studious Shizuku and ridiculous, over-the-top Haru. The friend group is hilarious and fun. It's about making friends and I love it. It's so good. I have a ridiculously long video talking about this series on my channel. Waiting for Spring, 1 to 13. I believe 14 will be the last volume, but it's not out yet. It was better. Like, I liked the first bit better, but I think that's just because there's so much space in between release of these volumes now that I've fallen off of it. But it's a fun series about a boys basketball team and the girl who's been hanging out with them and falls in love with one of them, of course. Yeah, it's fun. Say I Love You. Complete. 18 volumes. Excellent. I have a reread review either that will be out by the time this is posted or will almost be out. I love this series. It is excellent. It follows bullying. It follows body image. It is so good. And then we've got over here, we've got Portis. Very much not related to any of the shoujo that's on the shelf, but this is a horror, an old Viz horror series that I like a lot. I've read it a few times. It is complete in this 1 volume, so it's a fun little scary series if you're looking for something short. Time Stranger Kyoko, whoa. 3 volumes complete, not long enough to flesh out that story at all, but I got it for free, but it's a fantasy shoujo, which is not my cup of tea anyway. Punch, 1 to 3, fun boxing series. I think it was boxing. It's an older series, but I love the art, and it was a fun short one. Imadoki, fun 5-volume series. Loved it. So good. I really, really loved it. Talks about flowers a lot because the main boy likes flowers, and he's kind of an ass, but he's not actually an ass. And the girl is like, I know that you're not actually this rude. Very good. Complete Banana Fish, 19 volumes. Excellent series, very dark, older shoujo, but yeah, it is very dark. Lots of like teen prostitution, murder, gang activity, drugs, violence, the whole bit. Then we've got my HP Lovecraft. I think is it Go Tanabe or something? I can't read it from here, but At the Mountains of Madness and The Hound and Other Stories. At the Mountains of Madness was far superior to The Hound and Other Stories in my opinion. So yeah, I liked that one better. Then we will go down here to my yaoi collection, I guess. We got 7 Days, excellent, 2-in-1 volume, very cute Shonen Ai title. Nights is a short story collection by Ko Yoneda, pretty good. Liquor and Cigarettes, excellent, one shot, loved it, beautiful artwork. Tableau Numero 20 is a short story collection by SDM. It's really good. This one, some of those stories still stick in my brain, and it's been a couple years since I read that the last time. I've read it a few times, though. Secret XXX was very cute. I like the spin-off better so far, but this was a cute one-shot. Jackass, one of my favorites. I know there's problems with it, but it is still one of my favorites. I love that story so much. Fourth Generation Head Tatsuyuki Oyamoto is by the same author, Scarlet Berry Co. I like Jackass better, but this one's not too bad. Then we've got Love in Limbo. It was okay. Volume 1 was great. Volume 2, not as good, in my opinion. Sleeping Moon is a 2-volume series about, I think has time travel or something in it. It was all right. False Memories I really, really liked because I like Isaku Natsume. No problematic stuff. It's about grown men, and it does follow their careers, which I really enjoyed. Escape Journey, Volume 1, I did not like because of a problematic issue, but Volumes 2 and 3 redeemed it for me. And by the same mangaka, Yarichin Bitch Club. This one, even though it's super problematic, because of the title, because of the covers, I knew what I was getting into and therefore was not bothered by it. Very funny and just ridiculous. Bond of Dreams, Bond of Love, 4 volumes. Decent, quite funny, but I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but yeah. Awkward Silence, 6-volume complete series. Excellent. If you're looking for a yaoi, I recommend Awkward Silence. It is so cute. The characters are adorable. It is explicit, but it's not like over the top explicit, but Awkward Silence was adorable. Love Stage, most people know about. That's complete in 7 volumes. I really like it. You know, it's popular for a reason. Blue Morning, 1 to 8 complete. This one is a bit more of a, like, I can't really get these out. They're very, oh, no, it's not as tightly packed as I thought it was. It's kind of historical a bit, about a butler or like a guy who's kind of taking care of the younger man, who is now like 18 or something. Maybe he's 17. I don't know. He's younger, but anyway. And obviously they fall in love, but it's messy, because of money and family and, you know, all that. But anyway, Candy Color Paradox, Isaku Natsume again. No problematicness as of now. Very focused on their careers, which I love. Grown men. Excellent series. Been a while since we got a volume for that one, though. Given 1 to 3, most people are talking about that. Pretty good. It lived up to the hype for me so far. Jealousy Volume 1, which I have not read yet. This is like a spin-off or a prequel series to 4th Generation Head by Scarlet Berryco. I haven't read this first volume yet. Therapy Game is the spin-off series to Secret XXX, which I like a lot better, actually. It follows their brothers. Yeah, I liked Therapy Game better so far. Spiritual Police, it was okay. Don't really care about it. I got that, I think, for like $1. His Favorite, 1 and 2, I got those for free. I have yet to read them, but I've heard good things about it. I just haven't gotten around to reading it yet. I've heard it's pretty cute. Then 10 Count, Volume 1, bought that for $1. I don't hate it. I'm just not in the mood to pick up more volumes of it right now. So that's that. Then we've got Toriton, Birds of a Feather. Loved that first volume. It's ridiculous about this boy who can talk to birds, but really entertaining. Then a bunch of one-shots, old June titles. We got A Place in the Sun. Oh, that one's Doki Doki, but anyway. Place in the Sun, A Century of Temptation, Sleepless Nights, Ninth Life Love, Caramel, then 2 volumes of Mr. Tiger and Mr. Wolf, which was ridiculous, and I think it's like 3 or 4 volumes in total. Only Serious About You is 2 volumes complete. Really excellent series if you can find that. It's a really cute parenting yaoi. One of the characters is a single father. Castle Mango is fun. It's about this guy whose family owns a love hotel, and he meets this porn director, I believe, and it's funny and cute and complete in 2 volumes, and I really like it. Tyrant Falls in Love, I'm missing Volume 2. I got these all for free. They're very out of print, and I don't believe it was ever completed, because I think it's 12 volumes in total, but I don't believe they were all printed in English, unfortunately. I Hear the Sunspot, and all of its various sequels, I guess. And then I think the final volume, or maybe not final, but the next volume comes out at some point. There will be another one. But good story with representation of the disabled community. And yeah, it's really beautiful and well done. Behind Story is a manhwa, 3 volumes complete. I am having trouble getting this out of here. I really like the art. I've read it multiple times. It's a bit problematic, but it is what it is. Go For It Nakamura and Total Eclipse of the Eternal Heart are both by Hyundai. Go For It Nakamura is a great shonen ai to start with if you're looking to get into boys' love. And then Total Eclipse of the Eternal Heart is a dark, disturbing serial killer story. It's excellent, but it's not the same thing. So don't pick up this thinking you're going to get the same vibe. Cornered Mouse Dreams of Cheese. I know that there's a second Carp on the Chopping Block, Jumps Twice or something, which I haven't picked up yet. But this is a messy story. It was pretty good. I just haven't picked up the other one. Our Dining Table. Beautiful. Another one about with a kid, but it's a little brother instead of a son. And really, really cute shonen ai story. Classmates. 1 to 3. I know there's a bunch of spin-offs and stuff, which we don't have in English at this point, but I hope we get them because I love Asumiko Nakamura. Classmates is one of my favorites, but it's slow-paced and the art is very different. So if you don't like Asumiko Nakamura's art, then maybe don't pick this one up. Our Dreams at Dusk. Beautiful LGBT story. Follows a lot of different perspectives in the community, or has a lot of characters from various aspects of the LGBT community. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Cannot say enough good things about it. Bloom Into You, 1 to 8, finally complete Yuri series. Yeah, really loved it. I do have a review video of that. I don't know if it's out yet, but it will be at some point. Then, what is that called? Whenever Our Eyes Meet, Eclair and Eclair Blue are all love anthologies. These ones are about high school or like teenagers, and then this one is about grown women. They're pretty good. Yen Press has been releasing these. There's more. There's a Rouge and Blanc as well, I believe, at this point, but I just haven't picked them up. That Blue Sky Feeling, 1 to 3 complete. Another really good boys love to start with if you're looking to get into the genre. Really adorable, put out by Viz. And then we've got Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow, another Viz. This is a girls' love series. Really cute. Lots of aquarium vibes. Lots of fish and cute aquarium creatures to look at. After Hours, another Yuri put out by Viz. This one is focused on adults, which is nice. And nightlife, DJing, and stuff. Pretty good. I don't know. It's hard to adapt this story in 3 volumes, I think. I don't know that the mangaka knew exactly what they were trying to do with it, but it is good for what it is, and I've read it multiple times. Then down here, we got some more. And I will show you all the stuff that's behind everything, because my whole shelf is double stacked, but I'm just going to start with the stuff that's in the front. Melting Lover is a Faku under their Kuma release. This is a really nice short story collection, sci-fi-esque, which is fun and different. Red Blinds of Foolish, another STEM title. This one is another short story collection. I liked Tableau Numero 20 better than this one, but this is still pretty good. Voice or Noise, I have not read this yet. I believe it has something to do with a guy who can speak to animals, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm missing the final volume, volume 4, unfortunately, but yeah. Then I've got the Takumi-kun collection. I believe there's 12 in total, but I don't think they were printed in English. So these were quite good. It follows Takumi-kun, but it's various stories about him. I believe it's a boarding school, but it was really good. I enjoyed those 3 volumes for sure. Fumi Yoshinaga, Truly Kindly. This is a short story collection. There's another one that is not a sequel, but it's like paired with this one that I don't have. Menkui 2 and 3. This is the first ever Boys Love series I ever purchased, along with Shout Out Loud Volume 1. About these at Value Village when I was like 13. They're not good. Menkui is not good. I don't recommend it, but I keep it for the nostalgia of it. And Shout Out Loud, I read this first volume, but I haven't read past it because I don't have any more of it. Don't Call Me Dirty, newer Tokyo Pop release, has a sequel, Don't Call Me Daddy, about his father and this other guy, which I don't have yet, but this was pretty good. Koi Monogatari Love Stories, I have yet to read. It's on my to-read list for Shay's Readathon that's happening in a few days as of the filming of this. So I will read that at some point, but another new Tokyo Pop release. Eerie Query, 4-volume old Tokyo Pop release. It's kind of I think it's like a body swapping thing, or ghosts take over our main character's body. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, but it's funny and it's cute. Demon Diary, 1 to 7 complete. Again, stupid and cute. The characters are funny. It's a fantasy kind of series with very strongly hinted boys love vibes, but not really confirmed, I guess. But it's in my gay section, because I believe in that. I don't know how you could read this and not assume that they're in love with each other, but anyway. Number 6, cool sci-fi series, which I'm looking to reread some point soon. and definitely has some queerness in it. So yeah, fun series that doesn't focus on the fact that they're clearly gay for each other, but it's a really, really cool sci-fi series. Then we switch gears here and get to Welcome to the NHK. Really, really sad, kind of disturbing, dark comedy series. I really like it, but yeah. Then we've got our Erika Sakurazawa collection. I'm missing Angel and the sequel to Angel, but other than that, I have the other 4 that everybody talks about. Supply, excellent Josei series, which unfortunately was never finished. It was 10 volumes complete. In Japan, we only got 5, unfortunately. Then I've got Aqua Volume 1 and 2, and then Aria 1 to 4, and then I have been continuing it in the new Tokyo Pop editions because it was never completed in these singles. And then we move down here to Soul Eater. Complete 25 volumes. I love Soul Eater. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. They're re-releasing, I think it's Square Enix has the license to this now. This is the old Yen Press version. But Square Enix is releasing these beautiful hardcovers, which compile 1.5 volumes per hardcover. But I'm glad I have the singles. I like the singles, so that's fine with me. Bungo Stray Dogs, up to date, I believe, unless Volume 16 is already out now. But I have 15 volumes. I love Bungo Stray Dogs. Love it. It is a fun action with lots of pretty boys and beautiful art. Can't ask for more than that. 1 to 8 completed Parasite, one of my favorite horror series. It's a classic and totally deserves the praise that it gets. It's got romance, it's got political intrigue, it's got action, violence, gore. It's excellent. Livingstone, for some reason out of order, but it's 1 to 4 complete. This is an excellent series. I highly recommend picking up Livingstone. It's so good. Same artist as Dead Man Wonderland, so it's really beautiful art. It blew me away, honestly. I wasn't expecting much from it, but it blew me away when I read it. Then we've got down there, you can see Alive is a short story collection put out by Gen. It's alternative manga. Then we've got Sorako, is a really short, another Gen release that I love. It kind of reminds me of Solanin, but shorter and I don't think there has any romance or anything in it. Wolf is another Gen release. That is a sports manga about boxing, I believe, and a father and son. Really liked it. Looking to reread it at some point soon. And then we've got Tramps Like Us, or You're My Pet. Love Tramps Like Us. You can buy it digitally from Kodansha as You're My Pet, but this is the old Tokyo Pop release. I really like it. I guess it's problematic, but I really love it. Battle Royale, complete, 1 to 15 in the singles. I really enjoyed it. Glad to have it. I love violence and gore, and Battle Royale is a classic, and I'm really happy to have the manga for it. All right, so maybe I'll go up here, and then I will go to the stuff that's behind everything else. Then I've got 1 to 4 of the Colossal editions of Attack on Titan. That's 5 volumes in one. Excellent money saver, because I don't care to buy the singles. Happiness, 1 to 10 complete. Excellent Shuzo Oshimi series, and next to that is Inside Mari, another Oshimi series, but this is put out by Denpa. Currently 6 volumes out. Everything got pushed back this year, obviously, and Denpa, all of their titles, I believe, got pushed back quite significantly. So unfortunately, very behind on picking that one up in terms of its release schedule. Yeah. And then next to that, I have another Denpa title, very thin, Pez by the same mangaka as Tagami Bachi. This is so expensive. It's a beautiful full color thing, but it's very expensive for this tiny itty bitty thing. So I would not recommend picking that up at full price. Super Dimensional Love Gun, excellent, disgusting, erotic, grotesque manga. And then I've got Invitation from a Crab. Really, really excellent story. Alternative sort of style. It's excellent. Highly recommend that. And then Heavenly Delusion. Again, unfortunately, these got pushed back quite significantly. We were supposed to have, I think, the first 3 volumes by now. But yeah, very good sci-fi series. Looking forward to more of it. And back up at the top here behind, you can see we've got Maid-sama. I have that complete in the 2-in-1 omnibuses. Excellent romance series. Behind that, we've got something, if I can get to it. We've got Hanakimi. Really, really fun series that I was worried because it wasn't nostalgic for me. I had never read it. But when I did buy these 3-in-1 omnibuses, really, really enjoyed it. It's a gender bender, boarding school sort of series. Excellent. Then we've got High School Debut. Excellent Kazune Kawahara series. Really, one of my favorites. I've read it so many times. There are singles of this one as well, if you want to pick those up instead, but I picked up the omnibuses. Next to that, another Kazune Kawahara series, My Love Story, which most people know about. I don't love the spines, so they're hiding behind there. And then we've got Daytime Shooting Star, 1-3. Didn't love it. The first volume was excellent. I was like, yes, this main character's great. Love it. And then volume 2 and 3 disappointed me, so I have not picked up any more. I may one day pick it up. It's just nowhere near a priority. Then I have 1-5 of Vampire Knight. Most people know what that is. I enjoyed the first 5 volumes. I liked the anime, so I'll probably buy more of it one day. Backstage Prince, Volume 1. It's a 2-volume series. Volume 2, I think, is out of print, but I'm not sure. I tried ordering it once, and then it canceled my order, so I liked it, though. So one day, hopefully. Flower in a Storm, same thing. 2-volume series. Haven't picked up Volume 2. Nana, I read the entirety of what's out from my library. I found this randomly, but I love Nana. It's unfinished and I've already read it. One day when I feel like rereading it, I will buy the rest of it, or what's available. Honey Blood, 0 and 2. I'm missing Volume 1. Vampire ridiculousness. I got that for like $1 each. Then Sand Chronicles is a 10-volume series. Some of them are out of print. I got this for free. I hope to own this one day. It's apparently a really nice drama romance series, but I'm just hoping to find it in a bundle somewhere because, like I said, some of them are out of print. Heaven's Will is a gender-swapping one-shot or single volume. It was okay. I think I got it for like $1. Call Me Princess is an old CPM release about a girl who wants to be called a princess by a prince-like boy. She wants to find her own prince. That's all there is to it. Older shoujo, obviously. And then I've got The Wallflower, which is a ridiculous, very repetitive, very long at 36 volumes. I own 1 through 29. Older series about this girl who loves horror movies and horror stuff and doesn't care to be pretty or anything. And these pretty boys that live with her are trying to turn her into an acceptable lady so that her rich aunt will let them live there rent-free in this mansion. But it's funny, just repetitive. Alive, The Final Evolution, 6 volumes is what I have. There's 8 physical releases by Del Rey, but never completed. I believe it's like 16 volumes or 20 volumes in total. You can buy it digitally from Kodansha currently. Very good apocalyptic series from what I've read. Shugochara-chan, 4-Koma, spin-off of the main Shugochara series. Guru Guru Panchan, don't care about, got that for free. But same mangaka as Othello, which was like a split personality series. It was okay. And then I've got the first 3 of Peachy Peachy Pitch, Mermaid Melody. I have the complete 7 volumes. It just continues on another shelf, so I'll show you that after. Then, behind, oh good lord, behind all this is something. I don't know what's behind there. Oh, we got Omnibus 1 of Negima. Read that from my library a long time ago. Excellent series at the time. I don't know if I'd still like it today, but nostalgic nonetheless. Fairy Tail Volume 2. I loved Fairy Tail back in the day. but I have also Fairy Tail Zero, and then I've got the first 7 of Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I liked what I read. I don't think I will buy more, but I found those for really cheap. Gabriel Dropout. Anime was very funny. The manga kind of was not as funny. The comedic timing was off. Blood Lad. Didn't like it. Bought it when that first volume came out years and years and years ago. I thought I was going to like it because it kind of reminded me of like Soul Eater art or something, and I did not like it at all. And I kept it because I don't get rid of things, and I'm hoping one day I'll reread it and like it, but I still have not reread it to this day. Then some Death Note. I have read all of Death Note, of course, from my library. Those I picked up really cheap, and if I end up with the whole series one day, great. If not, don't really care. Volume 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really good. I found that a long time ago, and really, really enjoyed it, but I won't buy more, because I'm not that interested. Naruto, random volumes from back in my 12, 13-year-old manga buying days. Law of Ueki, really good first volume, very out of print series. I think it's 20 in total, but fun, like environmental battle shonen was really kind of cool. Shaman King 1 and 2, I didn't like it. Did not like it at all. I found those really cheap. I know it's getting reprinted by Kodansha. I know it's very popular. I personally did not like the characters, didn't like the story, was not a fan. I like the art though, and the covers are beautiful, but didn't care for it. Tiger and Bunny, Anthology Collection 1. I enjoyed that. I've never read Tiger and Bunny, but I'm kind of interested to read it now after reading this comic anthology. Then I have some of the singles of Inuyasha. Yeah, but in order to read it, I'm collecting the 3-in-1s, but I had these already, so. Then another Usumara Furuya title, Genkaku Picasso, 3 in volumes. Really, really good series. Highly recommend it. Heartbreaking. Really, I gotta reread it. It's so good. And I love Usumara Furuya's art. 3 volumes of Astro Lost in Space. I've read the whole thing on the Shonen Jump app. Really liked it. Excellent 5-volume series. If you were looking for something that takes you on a wild ride, excellent story, Astro Lost in Space is the series to go with. Durarara, I have the older ones, like the first arc 1 to 4, second arc 1 to 3, and then the third Yellow Scars arc 1 to 3. I won't pick up any more of that, honestly, unless I find it for really cheap used. I just don't care about it anymore. I like the original series, like these first few arcs that the anime adapted, but I don't care about the series after that. So yeah. Then, sorry for the shakiness, I guess we'll go here. Behind here, we've got my Emanon and Satoshi Kon Opus, Dark Horse stuff, both really good series. Then I've got my Natsume Ono collection with House of Five Leaves, excellent 8-volume series, highly recommend that. Restaurante Paradiso was a one-shot with the spin-off 3-volume series Gente, very good, set in Italy, beautiful. Then we've got Tesoro short story collection, La Quinta Camera, another one set in Italy, really, really good. And Danza, as well as Not Simple. Those are all just single volumes. I love Natsume Ono. I reread her stuff often. And then Aka, 13 Territory Inspection Department, also by Natsume Ono. I love this political, slow-paced, excellent series. It's got like a sequels or spin-off series coming out soon, which I have the first few pre-ordered of that already as well. Then I've got Pink and Helter Skelter by Kyoko Okazaki. Excellent, disturbing commentaries on beauty and yeah, it's really, really good. In Close Called Fat, another kind of beauty standard, weight focused kind of commentary by Moyoko Ano. Then 2 volumes of Little Miss P, excellent short story collection, short stories about anthropomorphized period. Very funny. I'm still reading the second one currently. Where did I leave off? Okay. Let's go. And Okay, there's the rest of Pitchy Pitchy Pitch, 7 volumes complete. Then we've got Mushishi 1 and 2, and then the 8, 9, 10 omnibus. I got those all very cheap, like $1 each for the first 2, and then $6 for the final omnibus. Those are very out of print, and I really hope that one day they get a reprint, or I can track down the other volumes I'm missing, because it's a beautiful series. A Silent Voice, 1 to 7 complete. Lots of people love it. I've read it twice because I tried to give it a fair shot. It's okay. I don't love it, honestly. I think the movie was better because it took out a lot of the crap that the manga had in it that I did not like. But even still, like I have a lot of problems with it personally. I think it's a series that people should read. I think it's important. I'm glad it exists. But I personally find it more annoying than anything. Fire Force 1 to 6 is a great series by Atsushi Okubo, who did Soul Eater. I liked it from what I've read. I will buy more, just not a priority at the moment. Then I've got Sankareya, and I've got volumes 1 through, I think it's 12? 11 complete. Fun zombie romance series. It's a lot of fun. Hardboiled Angel is an old CPM title about this woman detective police officer lady. Really good. Really enjoyed it. Hatsuharu, 1 to 5. Another romance that I did not enjoy. This is from the boys' perspective, which I thought was going to be interesting and fun, but I don't care for the characters. I don't care for it very much. This one, I am more likely to pick up faster than Daytime Shooting Star, or continue collecting more so than Daytime Shooting Star, but still, it's just not for me, I don't think. Then I've got 5-volume series complete of My Girlfriend's a Geek. This is based on a novel that was written by the guy who was dating a geek. And it's cute. The first couple are better. The last few are quite repetitive, but I'm happy to have all of it. Your Name, 1 to 3. It was decent. The movie is obviously better. Dive, 1 to 3. Fun sports manga about diving and these middle school and high school boys who are trying to get to the Olympics for diving. Highly recommend this one if you are looking for a fun, short sports series to dip your toe into the genre. The anime was great as well. Then we've got Sandome, the complete series, 1 through 8. Very perverted, lots of fetish kind of stuff. Something about this was very nostalgic to me. Like the ridiculous humor of it was very much like, it just reminded me of a lot of the anime and stuff, and like club room aspects of a lot of anime that I watched back in the day. But yeah. Down here, we've got Neo Parasite M and F. Those are anthology collections based in the Parasite universe by a bunch of different mangaka. Neo Parasite F is a lot better in my opinion, but yeah. Ten Dance, 1 to 5. Excellent. Male, kind of, there's no explicitness yet, but erotic, ballroom dancing, gay situation. Oh, it's great. Then next to that, we got Welcome to the Ballroom, and I've got what's out in, currently, volumes 1 to 9. I guess it's back off hiatus, and I think volume 10 is coming out soon. Complete series of, again, 1 to 12. I have yet to start this because I just finally completed the series. I didn't have volume 1, which means I couldn't start it. So I'm very excited to read again, but I haven't started it yet because I just finished it. Finished buying it. Wotakoi, 3 volumes of that. It's been a while. I have volume 4 pre-ordered, and I have had it pre-ordered for I think over a year now, but it keeps getting pushed back. Princess Jellyfish. I have the complete omnibus collections. Pretty good. Fashion, kind of body image, self-esteem story. Beautiful. And then Tokyo Terroraba Girls, also by Akiko Higashimura. Very funny women in their 30s trying to find a man. I enjoyed it. Where am I going now? Down here. All right. Now, behind, I have Flowers of Evil, one of my favorite series. I've read it so many times. I have it complete in the single 11 volumes. I love Flowers of Evil by Shuzo Oshimi. I know a lot of people find it strange and not interesting, but I personally love it. I connected with the character, especially in the second half of the series. I really connected with that, those feelings and stuff. It reminded me of when I was in high school, and which is sad, but it resonated with me. She and Her Cat, excellent single volume. I read this often. It's very slow paced. It's very beautiful. I really like it. Garden of Words, the anime film is obviously better, but it's fun to read the story again in manga form. Prophecy 1 to 3, fun little ride. I would like to reread it at some point, but yeah, it was good for what it was. My Neighbor Seki, I have 1 to 10, which I think is complete. I can't find anywhere that says otherwise, so I'm assuming that's complete. This is excellent, hilarious. Boy who never speaks, and his seat neighbor, who he just does everything except listen to what the teacher is saying, and she gets distracted every day by his antics, and it's very funny. Flying Witch, a series I really, really, really love. It's ongoing. I think there's more than that behind here. Sorry for the shaking. Yes, there's 8 out currently. Really slow-paced, beautiful witch in training series in a small town. It's just enough slice of life, like real life sort of feeling, and just enough of the witch's world and the magic and stuff to not overpower that feeling, to keep me interested, because again, I don't love fantasy stuff. But anyway, then I've got some random Slayers volumes, which I don't know much about Slayers. I got these for free. Eden, It's an Endless World, 1 to 3. Love this series. Wish I had more. It was never completed in English. I wish Dark Horse would reprint this more than anything else. I want Eden, It's an Endless World. Then I've got Kashimashi. It's whatever. I guess it was one of the original kind of Yuri series. It's a gender swapping situation. My Pathetic Vampire Life is a 2-volume series. I only have the first one. It was okay. It wasn't as good. I had high hopes for it. I don't know why I did, but I did, and I didn't really like it. Haven't You Heard I'm Sakamoto? Excellent, excellent, excellent series. 4 volumes. Unfortunately, I think a couple of them are out of print now. But I have volume 1. I read them from the library, and then when I went to go buy them, I think they were out of print. So I got volume 1 anyway. Very funny. Kokoro Connect. I have the anime, and I like the anime. I got this volume randomly for free. It's volume 3, I think. I probably won't collect the rest of it. I think it's 5 in total because I like the anime and I have it, so I can just watch the anime. Then I've got another Eiji Otsuka title. This is NPD Psycho, another disturbing series. I have 1 and 2, which I've read, and then I think I have 7, 8, 9. That's very out of print. So hopefully one day I'll fill in those gaps, but for now I've read 1 and 2 and I enjoyed them. Then I've got Kire Papa, really weird old yaoi series that I don't care for. I got it for free. 1 is Enough is another Gen title. Not very good. I did not like that. All the other Gen titles I bought, I loved, but 1 is Enough is not a good boys love series. Then Class President or Hey Class President or something is okay. Again, I got that for free. Not So Bad is a manhwa series put out by NetComics. It's complete in 2 volumes. It was okay. I think it's about this guy who's like a thug or something. I don't know. It's been a while. And then The Beautiful Skies of Ho-Hai is a series that I believe only got 2 volumes in English, which I never got my hands on the second one, but I bought this when it came out originally. I think I was 13. I loved it. It's this girl who's a lesbian who her mother sends her to an all-boys school because she wants her to not be a lesbian, and it's hilarious, and I loved it. I know it's problematic. It's very ridiculous, but I loved it, and I wish that it had finished printing here. Then more stuff. We got Antique Bakery. I think that's 2 and 3. I think it's 4 volumes in total. Unfortunately, I don't have all of it, but a friend of mine gave these for free, so I'm happy to have what I have, and hopefully we'll complete it one day. Princess, Volume 1. I actually really like this. It's about an all-boys school where they make the prettiest boys dress up as girls. I really liked the first volume. I wasn't expecting to. Little Butterfly. Loved that first volume. It was quite good. I think it's 4 in total, or 3 in total. Kiss Blue. Loved this first one. It's about friends falling in love. Yeah, I don't have volume 2, unfortunately. In the Walnut. I don't think that's complete. Haven't read it yet. Got that for free. From Up Above, I think this is technically complete. It was pretty good. It was quite funny. Invisible Love is a collection of stories that I really liked. Passionate Theory was horrible. It was not good at all. It was really bad, actually. White Brand is really strange. Short story collection. Restart, very good collection by Shoko Hidaka, who is the mangaka of Blue Morning. I liked Restart a lot. Ordinary Crush, haven't read it yet. Excited to at some point. Vanilla, again, have not read yet, but I'm excited to. Clear Skies was a cute family sort of story. Boys love ridiculousness. Dreams of the Days, Net Comics release. I liked it. I had high hopes for it, honestly, and it kind of let me down a little bit, but that was my own fault for going in with such high expectations. But yeah, Can't Win With You. I really liked it. It had some very horrible aspects to it, like a lot of old yaoi does, but I did enjoy it. Then we've got Claudine, Ryoko Ikeda, story about a trans man. It is what it is. I am glad that there is a manga that features a trans man, but it was not well done in terms of like being, it's not uplifting. It's very much a tragedy, as a lot of stories about trans men tend to be, unfortunately. So I like it when stories are able to tell a story that isn't tragic about trans people. But yeah, it is what it is. And it was written a very long time ago. Even Eve, really cool sci-fi girls love series that I really enjoyed. Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, I just bought this, so I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited to. Kindred Spirits on the Roof, again, just bought it, haven't read it yet, but this is complete and looks really cute. Issei Nagabe's short story collections of The Wise Wise Beasts of Wizarding Wisdoms and Love on the Other Side. Read both of them. Wise Wise Beasts is much better. Highly recommend that. Love on the Other Side, not so much. Kase-san and Morning Glories, series I've had my eye on for a while. Just bought this, so I haven't read it. My Androgynous Boyfriend, Volume 1, it was okay. BL Metamorphosis, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Check it out. Super good. Really slow-paced and cute. Hitori Hime, My Hero, I think I have up to volume... only volume 5. Okay. Anime was much better, in my opinion. The manga is all over the place. I will complete it because I'm enjoying it, but it's just not a priority. Blue Flag. I currently have the 3 volumes that are out. Really, really good romance with queer aspects to it. Paradise Kiss, 3 volumes. Has some queer characters in it. Fashion. This is my favorite. Like, I like this better than Nana. Yeah, it's older and it definitely has some problems, but I really like it. And you can buy it in the all-in-one collection that Vertical just released. It's an omnibus version, but these are their older 3-volume series. And then it's 5 volumes if you buy the old Tokyo Pop releases. Blue, this is a Ponentmon release. It's a girls' love title. It was pretty good. Enjoyed it. Sweet Blue Flowers. Takako Shimura. I know you all do not want to hear me talk about Takako Shimura and Wandering Sun again, so I will not bring up Wandering Sun anymore in this video. But I've gone on and on about it and how badly I want it completed in English. But for now, Sweet Blue Flowers is complete by Takako Shimura, so that will have to quench my thirst for Takako Shimura titles, I guess. Maiden Railways, fun, Asumiko Nakamura short story collection, has some girls' love aspects in it. Girls' Last Tour. In my mind, they're together and they're in love, so that's why it's here with all my queer stuff. Girls' Last Tour is an excellent series. My sister's currently reading volume 2. Post-apocalyptic, really, really beautiful, slow-paced series. Then behind here, we've got my Tokyo Pop newer Aria releases to continue off where I left off with this. So it's volumes 4 and 5, I believe, and I think there will be 7 of those in total. So I need to get the other 2, but I don't know if they're out yet. Then I've got Barefoot Again, The Day After. This is a World War II story about after the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Very disturbing, but I think it's like a true account sort of situation, or it's by someone who was there. So very impactful. More Slayers, but these ones were taller, I think, so they're back here. Again, I got those for free. Tenkamuso, haven't read it, I got it for free. Hyper Dolls was a fun series that I got for free and really, really enjoyed it. It's like a magical girl, but they're aliens, and it was really fun, actually. Then we got Marionette Generation. I'm missing Volume 1, but I have 2 through 5, so all I need is Volume 1. And the art looks excellent, so I'm excited to read it, but I don't have the first one. Azumanga Daioh, older ADV release, complete. You can buy the omnibus put out by someone, Yen Press maybe. But it was excellent. I really enjoyed that more than I thought I would, honestly. 4-Koma series, but very funny. 1 Week Friends, another 4-Koma. I liked the anime. I'd recommend the anime. The manga it's okay, but the anime I think was better. Complex Age is a cosplay sort of fandom story about middle-aged women or older women. I think they're in their late 20s, but they might be older than that. I can't remember. I didn't love it. I know a lot of people really like this, and that's fine for you, but it didn't hook me. Please Tell Me Galko-chan. These are beautiful, funny, not 4-Koma, but very ridiculous, and it's all in full color with these beautiful, like, purpley sort of tone. But yeah, I have the first 2. Then, Skullface Bookseller Honda-san, I have the first 2. It's 4 in total. I'll probably buy the other 2 at some point, but I feel like it's like a gag kind of manga about a bookseller in the manga section of a bookstore. It was okay, but I just don't really care enough to pick up the rest of it at the moment. Then I've got all of Bunny Drop. Good series. You can look at other people's reactions to it to find out why a lot of people really hate it. But I like it, and I can forgive the ridiculous aspect of it. Then I've got Scum's Wish, complete. There is a spin-off of this in Japan. I don't think we have it in English, but I could be wrong. 8 volumes. I like it. It's about a bunch of scummy people. And then we've got Love at 14, about not scummy people. These are really adorable people, and most of them are 14-year-olds, and it's talking about them falling in love, and it's so cute, and it's ongoing. Then down here, oh lord, okay, we've got Hellsing, which for some reason, I don't know why I have Trigun in between 1 and 2 of Hellsing, but I have Volume 1 of Trigun as well, and I have Hellsing Volumes 1 through, I think I have up to 8. Yeah, so I'm missing Volume 9 and 10. It was really good. I actually quite enjoyed it more than I thought. I will not be picking up those deluxe editions that Dark Horse is releasing because I can't justify spending that much money on something I already mostly own, and I don't like it enough to buy it for those last 2 volumes that I haven't read. So hopefully one day I'll come by Volumes 9 and 10. But I enjoyed what I read. Volume 6 of Claymore, randomly. I have read up to Volume 6 because I got them out of the library. I'll probably continue that on the Shonen Jump app. Eureka 7, random volume of that. I liked the anime. Found that cheap. Then I've got Gadget, which is very confusing. I got it for free. It was weird. Yotsuba, first volume in the ADV release, and then volume 10 of the Yen Press release. I'm just buying these. Like, I found this one for like $1, and then I'm just going to buy the Yen Press ones as I find them on sale, or hopefully I'll find like a bundle of them for a good price at some point. But anyway, very fun. And you don't need to read it in order. Like, I read volume 10 without reading 2 through 9, and it was fine. Little Snow Fairy Sugar, volume 3. I got that for free. I don't know what that's about. These are not manga. This is Spy vs. Spy, Missions of Madness. These are fun these are the old comics, the Spy vs. Spy comics that I bought because my brother and I had the Xbox game, which we played a lot. We still have it actually on the original Xbox, but yeah. Recipe for Gertrude. I don't like it, but I'm trying to like it. It's 5 volumes in total, I think. My library does have the rest of this, so I can read the rest of it, but I finally slogged through volumes 1 and 2. It's okay. Fruits Basket, random volumes that I found. I read the entirety from my library before I watched the anime, the original anime. I don't, at this point in my life, do not care to reread it, do not care to watch the newer version. I know the story. I've experienced it already. I don't have an interest in it. Maybe one day I will, and I'll buy those nice yen press releases, but for now, don't really care enough. Kindaichi case files. I have some random volumes, and I'm slowly collecting them as I find them at my used bookstore. This is a great detective series. It's an older one, and each one, besides a couple of them that are like connected with like 2 volumes, each one you can read on its own. So yeah, as I buy them, I just read them, and I hopefully will have, I think there's 15 in total one day. Future Diary, unfortunately unfinished. Yeah, I loved the anime for Future Diary. It still gives me nightmares every now and again. I dream of Yuno, and I really wish I wouldn't. But yeah, Akame ga Kill, loved the anime when it came out back in the day. Randomly found this one used for really cheap, and hopefully will pick up the rest of it, or will motivate me to pick up the rest of it. Angel Cup, fun 5-volume manhwa series about girls soccer. Excellent. Recently released a review video of that. Then I've got Planet Ladder 1 through 6, missing volume 7. I think I'm only on volume 3 or 4 reading wise. It's a fantasy. Girl is like, I think she's some kind of queen or leader that she didn't know about, so she gets summoned to this other world or something. I don't know. Then Me and My Brothers, volumes 1 through 9. There's 11 in total, so I'm missing the final 2. This is going in a direction I do not want it to go. I'm very disappointed. It is very cute, adorable, but it is absolutely going down the path that I was really hoping it would not. So that's disappointing. P to 10, 1 to 5. I got those for free. I know it was a popular series back in the day. I'm excited to read those at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it. And then way at the bottom, oh Lord, I can't even see what's down there. Okay. Oh, we got Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad, random volumes of that. I have the anime, which I really, really like. This was never finished. You can buy it digitally, I believe, from Kodansha, but I don't buy digital manga. So, unfortunately, unless this gets printed physically, I will never read this. But, yeah. This is very difficult to maneuver. That is D and Angel. Random volumes of that as well. Watched the anime back in the day. Actually didn't like the anime when I watched it when I was like 12 or 13, but the manga, I found those in a bundle or something, and it was, I haven't read them yet because I don't have the first one, but hopefully one day. Then that's Loveless. I don't recommend Loveless at all. It was awful. I don't have all of it, but I read the first 2 volumes that I do have and could read, and I did not like it. That is Tarot Cafe. Tokyo Pop, when they started re-releasing in English again, they did release omnibus versions of the Tarot Cafe. That one's actually a lot of fun. I only own the first 4 out of, I believe, 7, but I just couldn't be bothered to buy the omnibus versions, but I enjoyed the 4 that I read. Then I've been collecting the Cardcaptor Sakura in these old Tokyo Pop editions. Yeah, slowly but surely. Random volume of Girl Got Game. Can't read it yet because I don't have the first 7 of them, but that's a 10-volume series that I'm really interested in. Hibiki's Magic, In the End, Death Jam. Love or Money was very good. It's a manhwa. I can't wait to track down the rest of that. I think it's 5 in total. I See in a Sunflower is an excellent sci-fi short story collection series. And then we've got Confidential Confessions, Volume 1. Kanpai, 2-volume complete series was not very good, but kind of funny. Princess Ai, really old. I got that for free. It's really damaged, but I'm interested in reading it. INVU, only 2 volumes. I don't know how many it is in English, and I don't think it was finished, but I enjoyed the first 2. It's a drama. Gundam Ecole Ciel is a shoujo version of Gundam. It's like one of the various spin-offs, but I don't have volume 1, and I think it's like 12 in total. Tokyo Babylon, I enjoyed these first 3 volumes. I know you can buy it in other editions, but I found these used. Lupin the Third, 3-volume series, or 3 volumes is what I have of it. I'm having trouble getting into it, but that's mostly because I can't read it. The text is very small and faded, and I'm finding it very hard to see what's happening. Tokyo Mew Mew, randomly got those for free. GTO The Early Years, 1 to 3. Vertical finished this off where Tokyo Pop left off with it, so you can complete this series. And then I've got Chibi Vampire 3 through 10, so I'm missing 1 and 2, and then I think it goes up to 14. I watched a bit of the anime back in the day, but I'm interested in reading the manga if I can track down those first 2 volumes at least. Then my box sets over here. You can see Nausicaa's there, Rosario Vampire. I've got my Battle Angel Alita box set down there, Ouran High School Host Club, Bakuman, and then on my table here, because I'm looking to reread it, is my Akira box set. Up here on my other shelf, I have Honda-kun, which is the spin-off of Barakamon, which I have entirely as well. Honda-kun I actually liked better. I thought it was very funny, hilarious. Barakamon was good as well, but I think it went on too long. Complete 15 volumes of Silver Spoon. Excellent, excellent, excellent series. Farming, high school, growing up, getting into the workforce. Excellent series. Master Keaton, complete. Excellent history, insurance, investigator, but a lot of action and historic references, archaeology, murder, intrigue. Oh, it's so cool. And that's Naoki Urasawa as well as some other creators that I cannot read their names from here. Kingyo used books, unfortunately not complete in English, but if you love manga, you will love Kingyo used books because it is people who love manga and work in a manga used bookstore and how are introducing or reintroducing people to manga and how it is a wonderful medium. Real 1 to 14. Apparently this is coming off of hiatus, so that's exciting. It's a beautiful series about wheelchair basketball by Takahiko Inoue. I've read up to volume 9 because I read them from my library, and then I bought these recently and I'm excited to read what I haven't read yet. Inuyashiki, 1 to 10 complete. Another Hiroya Oku. I really like it. It's fast read. And this is my newest shelf. I've got a art book up there, which is Best of Bishonen. It's just a bunch of beautiful boys. And then My Brother's Husband, the all-in-one paperback edition. Excellent LGBT story. Massive gay male erotica and the men who make it. Talking about, there's samples of manga from 10 gay male creators and a bunch of like biography or bio section, as well as a bit of a history lesson on gay male erotica in Japan. Excellent volume. The Poe Clan Volume 1. Very excited for Volume 2 whenever it eventually comes out. It's not even announced yet, so I'm hoping they don't drop this. Then we've got Otherworld Barbara, also by Moto Hagio. Excellent 2-volume series by Fantagraphics. Sci-fi series. Dementia 21, another Kago work. 2 volumes. Beautiful releases, again, Fantagraphics. Nijihara Holograph starts off my Inu Asano section. Then we've got Downfall, What a Wonderful World, Good Night Pun Pun, which is my favorite. Dead to Demons Destruction. I think I have everything except Solanin. I've read it from my library, but I don't own it. And then I've got my 20th Century Boys Perfect Editions up to date right now. There will be 11 of these in total. Really, really love it. I've read up to Volume 7 because 8 and 9 just came recently. So, excellent, excellent series, for sure. Then some of my alternative manga. I've got my Axe alternative manga short story collection. Really, really great. I wish they would have released more of these, but they didn't. Then I've got Slumwolf and Trash Market by Tadao Suge. Great, great collections of short stories. And then Yoshiharu Suge, who is related to Tadao Suge. I can't remember if they're father and son or brothers or something, but they are related. Yoshiharu Suge, The Man Without Talent, and The Swamp. Highly recommend Yoshiharu Suge. These were excellent, excellent, excellent volumes of manga, and we're going to get more Yoshiharu Suge from Drawn and Quarterly in these beautiful collections, so I'm excited for that. Then we've got a single match, The Boxman, Red Snow, all hardcover Drawn and Quarterly releases by various mangaka, all alternative manga collections. Excellent. Red Color Elegy is an older classic Gekiga manga. Really, really good. And then Nori is by a Japanese creator who lives in New York, and it's really beautiful. It's her first work. It's got some color in it, which is nice. And then I've got my Yoshihiro Tatsumi collection of Fallen Words, Goodbye, Abandon the Old in Tokyo, and The Pushman and Other Stories. My favorite is Fallen Words, but they're all excellent. The Four Immigrants manga is a historical story written in like the 20s from Japanese immigrants' experience living in San Francisco in the 20s. So I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited to. Monster Men Bariko Lullaby is ridiculous, but I enjoyed it. It is what it is. Then we got Iceland and Garden by Yokoyama. I can't remember his first name. Yuichi Yokoyama. I'm missing World Map Room, which I'm really sad about. I think it's out of print now. Then we've got The Troublemakers, which was great. Baron Yoshimoto. A Patch of Dreams, Yukiko Spinach, and Tokyo is My Garden are Ponentmon releases that are really good. And then The Walking Man is another Ponentmon release. This is the extended edition. Panorama Island. I loved Panorama Island. Tekkon Kinkreed is the final of what I own of Taiyo Matsumoto, but it's so large that it doesn't fit with my other ones. Then I've got a Korin Shadmi in the Flesh, which is not a manga, but it's really good. It's a short story collection. Cigarette Girl is a great alternative manga. And then I've got Marie Kondo's The Life-Changing Manga of Tidying Up. I bought that when it first came out and really enjoyed it. Then up here, you can't really see them, but I have the first issue of Gray, and then the 1 through 18 issues of Area 88. These are old Viz comic manga releases. Then we've got Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, up to date currently. Great series, I really love it. Kiss Me at the Stroke of Midnight is a fun series. The first bit was better, but I think it's finishing up soon, so. Sweat and Soap, 1 to 3 so far. Really like it. Fun workplace romance. Night of the Ice, 3 volumes so far. I've only read volume 1 at this point, but very fun josei series. Perfect World, 1 and 2. Does feature character with a disability, but it is another, I think it's a josei technically, so I like to pick up josei series because I do like adult romance. And then Living Room Matsunaga-san, another boarding house that I really love, boarding house romance. Volume 2 of Saint Young Men. This was like, I've got like $11 for this, and these are like $33 in Canada. So I will eventually get Volume 1, but I don't have it yet. This is a Princess Ai poetry and like sticker book that someone gave me a long time ago. 1 through 7 of Arakawa Under the Bridge. I think Volume 8 will be the last one. Same mangaka as Saint Young Men. I have Volume 8 ordered. It was, I think, pushed back because of the pandemic. Bakemonogatari manga version 1 to 4. I love this series. I watched the anime years ago. I don't read light novels, so I will not read the light novel, but I'm happy there's a manga. And Oh Great, who did Air Gears, who's the mangaka for Air Gear, did the art for this, and it's excellent. Here's Aki Iria's other series, Go With the Clouds North by Northwest. This is one of my favorite ongoing series right now. It is excellent, really beautiful, set in Iceland, mystery, murder situation, kind of supernatural, beautiful art. Volume 1 of Shuzo Oshimi's Blood on the Tracks. Very excited for this. Can't wait to get more when it comes out. My Boy 1 to 6. I really like this one. Very controversial because it is a very young boy and older woman. But I guess we will see where it goes. Moteki, same mangaka as Again. I liked Moteki. This is complete in these 2 volumes. Yeah. I know that some people really didn't like this, but I quite liked it, which is why I'm super excited for it again, because I liked the way the mangaka told stories and their art as well. After the Rain, complete, 1 to 5. This is excellent. Loved it. Can't wait to reread this. I watched the anime. It was beautiful. The manga is beautiful. It's so good. Delinquent Housewife, 1 to 4, complete. I liked it. It was funny. It was cute. And yeah, a little, you gotta suspend your disbelief a little bit, but it was good. Imperfect Girl, 1 to 3, another Nisio scene story, but this one is the The art is done by Mitsuru Hattori, who did the Sankarea series, which I showed you earlier. Golden Sheep, 1 to 3 complete. I really loved it. I know a lot of people had problems with it, but it went in a direction I wasn't expecting, and I was happy. I felt refreshed by that. Same mangaka as The God's Lie, which more people enjoy, which I also enjoy. I really liked it. Single volume series. This is my other Junji Ito work, Dissolving Classroom. This is one of my favorites. I know this is, a lot of people really don't like this one, but I read it all the time. I think that the atmosphere it creates is really cool. I think it's a fun read. Tropic of the Sea. Another Satoshi Kon work, beautiful artwork, kind of mystery story. And then we've got Voices of a Distant Star, the vertical release. This one was really beautiful. I know it's got an old Tokyo Pop release as well, but yeah, you can pick that up. 5 centimeters per second. The anime is better by far, but again, it's fun to have it. Utsubara, Story of a Novelist, Asamiko Nakamura. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Better on the reread because I caught more stuff that I didn't catch the first time. Mystery. It's really good. And then finally, my last Inyo Asano title, A Girl on the Shore. I like it. Obviously, people have issues with it, and they're totally within their right to have issues with it because it does depict sexual imagery of teenagers. I think they're like 15, 14 years old. But it is not supposed to be pornographic. It's part of the story, and I can see how people get uncomfortable with that, and that's fine. But I do really enjoy the story for A Girl on the Shore. So that, I think, is all of my manga. I very well could have missed something, and I won't know that until I watch this back or remember as soon as I turn this camera off that I've missed something. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. For all of the people who have been asking me to do an updated collection, here you go. Thank you if you've watched all the way to the end. I do have some other, I think I have a Naruto art book in my closet, and I have a bunch of Otaku USA magazines and Shonen Jump magazines, but I'm not getting them out of the closet. They're in the closet because I have nowhere else to put them. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.